Like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but, like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't necessarily have to be like drugs or like fraud, but like rapping or like dealing with media or like shit like that. Just like get it.
You want a nigga with no? So hold on. What?
Like if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now.
So there has been this social media debate online about whether or not a 9 to 5 is out of style. There was this video that kind of went viral of this woman, and she was pretty much saying that she does not want no guy that has a 9 to 5. She wants a guy who is a get money guy, a fast money guy, get the money quick and everything. So I want to know from you guys, is a 9 to 5 guy out of style? Like, is that something that is out of style for you? I don't know what she's talking about. I don't want no drug dealer. I don't want nobody living no lifestyle that will bring harm to my child. I have a child, and if I gotta be worried about if somebody might want to rob your ass or retaliate with you, that's just something that I am not willing to put myself into. With me having a child, I would rather you have a 9 to 5. And one of her reasonings was the fact of, if she needs something, she wants to be able to make sure that he can get it.
I need to be like, I need 50,000 by next Friday. What you finna go do to get this shit? Oh, well, I gotta wait till the check drop. Like, no, nigga, fuck you. No.
If a nigga make 500,000 a year, I'm pretty sure he got 50,000.
Right. And I feel like that's the mentality of a woman who is depending on a nigga to do stuff for her, and that, like, that's just everything that I'm not. Like, I'm a go-getter. I know how to sew clothes. I know how to do hair. I know how to there's like so many talents that I have. Like, I know how to do DIYs, interior design. Like, if I need to go out and get money, like, there is not a day outside of YouTube. Like, if YouTube went down today and I could not be a YouTuber, I'm still going to get it, just like I was getting it before YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was getting money before YouTube. So for me, I don't have that mentality because I know I can get it. Like, if I want it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I be like, damn, I need some money, like, girl, like, you know, like, it's just so much that I can go and get and do. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't have that mentality, but I'm going to play the video for you guys. And I want to know what you guys think about it, because there are women who have, and I guess I wouldn't necessarily say her mentality is 100% flawed, because there are women who are raised to feel like a man is supposed to do everything for them. I feel like a union should be a benefit of both. Like, I feel like I should be able to upgrade you and you should be able to upgrade me. You should be able to have physical abilities that add to my life, and I should be able to have physical abilities that add to your life, and together we make each other better. That's my idea of a union. My idea of a union is not me sit on my ass and you just do all the work, because if something happens to you, then what am I going to do? But there are women who are raised like that. There are women who are raised in the old style that, you know, the woman is supposed to be at home and the guy is supposed to pay like all the bills and do everything. And so I'm not saying that her way of thinking is all the way flawed. That's just not my mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the way I think. But like I said, I'm going to play it for you guys, and I want you guys to hear exactly what she says. And this comes from the Big Homie House. So I don't know if this is a radio station or a podcast or what, but it's called the Big Homie House. And this is the Instagram is at the Big Homie House. And they have several different topics. And this is one of the topics that they had. And this one went viral. So definitely check out the Big Homie House for sparking the conversation in this situation.
I always say, if people be looking at me crazy, like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't necessarily have to be like drugs or like fraud, but like rapping or like dealing with media or like shit like that. Just like get
You
it.
want a nigga with no? So hold on. What?
Like if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now. Like,
so I feel like it depends with the 9 to 5. Everything. Like if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9 to 5 at
my favorite
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah, because I know that Friday check about to have multiple zeros.
Fuck that little bank shit. Shit, that's a fraud nigga. I might as well get a fraud nigga. Fuck.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too. Shit, technically. Like,
I don't know.
So hold on. So if a nigga.
Okay, so the girl's like, wait a minute. Okay, so you don't. Okay, so they're like, okay, there's a difference between a Burger King 9 to 5 and a career 9 to 5. Like we have the 9 to 5 that's paying you minimum wage, and then we have the 9 to 5 that is established 401k, retirement, all of this kind of, pensions and all of this kind of stuff. And you saying no to that as well, like a job that comes with security. And she's saying she wants her man to be a fast get money nigga. So I'm gonna play some more of it.
So if a nigga work at the bank,
no, I don't want you.
So let's say this nigga work at the bank making $500,000 a year. You don't want that nigga?
You can give me a banker. Give me a banker, a doctor, a lawyer.
Now, if you doing that shit,
a specialist, not a pediatrician, a specialist.
If you doing that shit to cover up some shit, like let's say the nigga that work in the bank sell fucking drugs. Like I'm with it.
What the fuck?
Like, I mean, this is the younger generation. I'm telling y'all. I be feeling old. Like now, I be feeling like I'm so old now, and I'm just like, damn, I'm officially old because I look at people now and I'm like, you have to be a kid. Like you have a kid mentality. Like it's only okay if they work that job, if they're doing it to cover up an illegal drug selling job. Like now, I'm not going to say like I would never deal with a guy who sells drugs. That's not my main, like that's not what I like. If you see me with a nigga that's selling little bitch, I'm at my low point, okay? And y'all need to call Ayanla because something is going wrong. Cause no, like I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I don't know, because I'm not saying that. What am I saying? That's not my preference, okay? I'm not shitting on the people that are with guys who do sell drugs, because, some people, you have to get it how you live. But to say that you only want a nigga that sells drugs, I feel like that's problematic. So I want to correct myself in saying, because, I know people who do, sell their little weed or sell their little whatever, and, they got they normal customer base. They have like a clientele that they can somewhat trust, and they not bringing drama, or they not living a flashy lifestyle. They doing what they got to do to take care of their family. I understand those situations, but I'm not aspiring to have or wanting a nigga who only is in that lifestyle. That is a lifestyle that is a dangerous lifestyle, and you're putting yourself at risk, and you're putting your family at risk, especially if you have children. That's just crazy to me. But I hope I explained it right, because I'm not trying to down people who have that lifestyle, because shit, half of, the people that I know be into extracurriculars, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say it like that, but if I had my preference, I would prefer to get me a nigga that got a career over a guy who has a risky lifestyle, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense.
You on the move.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey, sit down.
What the?
No, I just need
Maya!
I just need a hustling mentality.
You want a Kit Kat?
No.
You tripping?
No, I'm
all right, what if they got a regular job, but they side hustle is bringing in the fast cash, but it's still stable money too?
Job?
Okay. So let's put it out this. So,
like lawyer, banker,
but that's not a 9 to 5. Out here.
Listen, Linda.
You really working.
So you got
That's
a nigga.
true.
So you got a nigga that's making $500,000 a year, but he don't sell drugs or no shit like that. But you got a nigga that's making maybe $25,000 a year, but he's selling drugs and shit on the side.
It depends on his No, it's not. You can't compare that. Like, you can't. This is what I mean. I really think I fuck with the niggas type of mentality. The reason why I don't say a 9 to 5 because a 9 to 5 is you getting your check every other Friday, right? And it could be the most basic job. Lawyers, doctors, and shit, they don't work 9 to 5. So I'm not saying like I wouldn't want no nigga like that. But I need a nigga with a hustle mentality. I have a very strong hustle mentality. If you're not on the same page as me, I can't fuck with you. Like, I need to be like, I need 50,000 by next Friday. What you finna go do to get this shit? Oh, well, I gotta wait till the check drop. Like, no, nigga, fuck you. No.
The nigga made 500,000 a year. I'm pretty sure he got 50,000.
Right, but what I always say, if people be looking at me crazy, like, I don't know if just because I'm from Chicago.
Okay. So this went a little bit longer. Actually, I seen a longer clip on Facebook because then she said, she was saying, if a guy if she want 50,000, she want him to be able to go and say, okay, I could get you 50,000, but if you got a job, you can't get it. So then there was a woman that was sitting next to her, and the woman that was sitting next to her was like, well, what are you gonna do to get the 50,000? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you talking about what you want him to do. What are you gonna do? And then she further went on to say, oh, I could get money, but I want to, like, basically she want to test him to see if he could get money. And then she said, what else did she say? Because I seen it was a much longer clip. Okay, so that was filmed live, and I do have callers who ended up calling in. But since this is a re-upload, I have a little bit longer of the clip, and I'm going to share it with you guys right now. But keep in mind, when you hear people call in, they only heard the part that I showed on live, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit more.
I feel like that's cool for right now because I'm still young, and I feel like, yeah, bring me all the adrenaline. But then again, I know I want something like real stable because it's a certain lifestyle I want to live. It's a certain
but
lifestyle
I'm not necessarily saying that I need a nigga that sells drugs or do fraud. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I need a nigga with a hustle mentality. And if you work a 9 to 5 as a bank teller at Wells Fargo, you can't do shit for me.
Okay, but not a bank teller. Let's get a VP. Let's get a senior vice president.
I ain't never asked a nigga for shit.
You said if he can't give me $50,000, what are you going to do to go get it? What are you going to do to
But that's what I'm saying.
What are you going to do to
But that's what I'm saying.
What are you going to do?
But that's what I'm saying. I can go get this shit, but I want to see if we're equal. We supposed to be equal. We a team.
I see what you're saying.
So what job do you have that's not 9 to 5 that's still
Hey man, we're not gonna incriminate nobody on this motherfucker.
Like I'm just saying.
She said no drugs, no fraud.
Like for instance, a lawyer, right? They getting cases consistently, but they not 9 to 5. They on their time, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. I don't need no nigga literally scanning shit, like waiting on the motherfucking $7.50 an hour. No.
Oh,
I'm not doing that shit. So I don't need that shit. Like I don't need nothing like that. But I don't have anything against a nigga that does fraud or sell drugs. I don't. But one thing I will say is, if you choose to do that shit and you play your fucking self.
Whoa, so I was just finna say that. So if that nigga get yammed up doing some fraud shit to help you out, you out?
Bye, nigga. Like, fuck, you being stupid. I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna tell you that from jump. Like, don't look at me for fucking hot chips on your books, cause nigga, it ain't that.
Anyways, so what are you guys? What are you guys' thoughts on that? If you guys want to chime in on that, click the link. Chime in. Somebody says if he does make $500K, he wouldn't want her. He would. Nah. I'm not even gonna say that because Renata. Okay, girl. Renata. Okay, let me get it right.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I think that when it comes to the situation of the young lady who was speaking about her preference or what she likes, I think a lot of times we need to stop giving people titles of a woman or a man that don't live up to what it is to be a woman or a man. And honestly, when you're grown and you're a woman, you take care of yourself. And if a man comes along and wants to be an addition, that's cool. You know, if you work out and you decide that he's going to be the one who brings, the money in, and you want to, stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, if y'all decide that, then cool. But I think every individual man and woman should be bringing something to the table. Like, you shouldn't be looking for someone to take care of you. If you are, you're a boy or a little girl. You know what I'm saying? You're not grown. If you can't take care of yourself, if you're looking for people to do all this and all that for you, you're not grown. You can't take care of yourself. So
right.
That's just the way I see it.
So we should call her a little girl. Is that what you're saying?
A girl. I think she's a girl and she needs to grow up. Like that's just the way I feel. I'm not gonna give her the title of a woman and you're expecting somebody to take care of you. If like I said, it's one thing if they come along and they want to be an addition and do that, but you shouldn't go out looking for that. I think you should just be able to stand on your own 2 feet.
Right. Fact.
You know, and like if she's a hustler, as she said, why didn't she talk about what she does for a living? You know what I mean? And what it is that she's bringing to the table, and we just didn't hear that in the conversation.
Well, in her defense, the clip is a little bit longer because I did see a longer clip of it on Facebook. But
did she mention what she did for a living though?
In the clip that I seen, no, she didn't mention that. But it did,
because I would think a hustler would talk about all the stuff that they do. Like I just would think that they would mention
a little bit more of what she meant, and then she broke it down, and she was like, "Well, if you work at a bank, that's not a 9 to 5. That's like a career." So then she kind of like started to backpedal a little bit and change it.
Yeah, but I just think she should have mentioned what she did for a living. If she, that much of a hustler and could bring her own to the table, then what is it that you do?
Yeah. That's fixed.
So that's all I have to say.
I have to figure out if it's a full podcast or whatever, because it was a longer clip to it. So I have to find the full.
I mean, I did see other videos of it too, but I never heard her say what she did.
Right. Yeah. I don't think in the clip that I seen, I didn't hear her say what she did.
Okay. That's it. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Lady T. Lady T. Hello. Hello. You on mute too. You ain't saying nothing. All right, so Lady T, go out and come back in. Okay, so we have somebody that says they're at work. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, where you calling from? You calling from work?
You already know. But yeah, I wanted to get in on that situation. It's actually women like me because I'm a mother too. I'm a mother of 2 boys as well. And we get out here and we got to do what we got to do with sometimes no handouts. The dad don't really be there. So I feel like she comes from a place of entitlement, and she feel someone has to look after her. It's like what do you bring to the table? It's more than you just be able to cook and be able to fuck right. And then I feel like another thing, you can't come at every guy like that as them expecting for them to be able to take care of you. Like I say, like you can't approach a hood nigga and be like, "Hey, you need to give me 50,000." So that hood nigga gonna turn around again and what your whole ass need that 50,000 for. Versus you going to a lame dude. A lame dude might kick it to you. He might be a shut for it just for that pussy. Just like the case with the Brianna Amore situation. You see what kind of sucker she end up getting. So it's always gonna be a sucker that's gonna do it for you. But then again, you gotta realize not everyone's gonna be a sucker to do that for them. So just gotta pick and choose.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Link. Okay. Sana, is there anything last words you want to say?
Okay, I just wanted to comment on the 9 to 5 dudes being out of style. Like, the entire time I watched the video, I just kept thinking she is so ignorant. Like, that sounds so stupid. How could stability and growth and go out of style? Like, a hustle is just that. It comes and goes. So today the market might be, and it's not just drugs or whatever. Today your hustle might be, shoot, the basketball players was basketball, and guess what? Right now they not playing. They don't have a season. So that sounds so stupid. I just wondered how old she was. Like, that sounds something like a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old or something would say. You know what I mean? I have little cousins. That's stuff that they would say, like, "Oh, I need my man with a hustle. I need that fast cash." Okay. And the other thing I wondered is, what was her fast cash? Like, what you do? maybe she's a stripper. Maybe she's used to the fast cash every night. I don't know, but it sounded retarded. And I hate, because I first saw this on some other bloggers and they did videos about it. And I was just like, I hate that everybody is on this. Heck no. If you're mature, you got a family, you got kids you need to take care of, we know that stability is the best way to go.
Not to cut you off, sorry. But what comes with the person who does not have security and the person who has the fast cash, if your job requires you to always, your money is only contingent on you always being out in the field, what happens if you injure yourself? What happens if you get hurt? Like, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like the person with the 9-to-5 career, they have stock that they've put into if something happens in that regard, versus if you out here, you drug dealing or whatever, if you get hurt or something, who's going to make your transactions? Who's going to get your fast cash for you? Like, what are you
no retirement plan? There is no retirement plan from hustling. Okay. So I need somebody with that good 401k or 401c, or I need that. I don't know what she talking about, but I need somebody who's bringing home the bag on a consistent basis. And I don't have to worry about if I still have bond money. Okay.
All right. Before Red Pill Alpha talks, only one EP wanted to make a comment. And you've been waiting patiently. So what did you want to say? Because every time you didn't say nothing when I kept asking you. But go ahead.
Are you talking to me?
Well,
no,
first
not
off, I'm sorry. Well, first off, Nick, I want to thank you for letting me talk to you. The whole thing about the 9-to-5 thing is more of an upbringing. It's like the woman just previously said, these young women want this quick money, this quick hustle. They really don't want no man as far as stability and to support them and to be there for the longevity. So if you want something quick, whether it's the dude come in and out, or just a little cash in your pocket, you're gonna want somebody who has fast money. The whole 9-to-5 thing, I think that women looked at as a cliche. Like they look at these videos and they see these, gold, these grills and these diamonds and all of this stuff, not knowing that these men that's doing this, these rappers and stuff that they're looking up to, that's their 9-to-5. You see what I'm getting at? Mm-hmm. So it's like they look at the media and taking this stuff as a hustle, kind of like play. When stuff like that, I know women who was caught cases for their men. One of my cousins in jail right now because she took a case for her dude. So it's like this whole hustle and fast money and this and this. Like I say, it's all about upbringing to me, because if you want longevity, you're going to want that man with a career. You're going to want that man with the 401k. You're going to want that man to be able to give you that for the rest of your life. But it goes both ways, though, But I just think they just look at it as a cliche more than an actual life.
Okay. All right. Thank you for chiming in. So now we're going to have Red Pill Alpha Solutions talk in closing, and then we're just going to wrap it up. So,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I was having some technical difficulties over here trying to find a headset, not working. But essentially, I have a lot to say about this topic because it's a
Why
big
you
deal.
Coming late though? Like, damn, we wrapping it up.
I'm working. I'm busy. All right. I'm out here handling my 9-to-5 business. You feel me?
Okay. All right, go.
But essentially, it's a big deal because I'd say a lot of black dudes get dissed by black women because they are trying to be professional, trying to be legit, and sometimes it's not always respected. But that's I'd say one of the biggest struggles within the community, because when people are trying to better themselves, a lot of times they're looked down at, and people look at them like, oh, you're a square, and that's the thing, honestly, I don't say I fall in that category myself, but I do see dudes in that category struggle because it's essential. You have to be able to flip the switch. If you need to be hood, and if you need to be professional, know how to handle that too. But just favoring the dudes that are hood, the dudes that women may perceive to be alpha. I mean, it's cool, but at the end of the day, they're going to get everything else that comes along with that, whether it's the criminal activity, whether it's the not being treated well.
No, go
all
ahead.
that stuff.
No,
So,
go ahead. Kim, unmute your thing. Kim wants to interject. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kim.
Oh yes.
Okay, hey, I ain't gonna say your channel this time because you always get bad. So we just gonna go at Kim. I ain't gonna tell them which one you are.
Kim, that's it. Well, first, the first thing I want to say, because I do want to answer what he had to say, but let's go back to the young lady that actually made that comment. We got to turn the power show off. That's a show. That's not reality. At the end of the day, it's women that watch that show and they think, "Oh, let's get this quick money." But boo, you gotta have that equal opportunity. You get what I'm saying? You can't be asking for a drug dealer and you ain't got no experience or anything coming to the table. Half these niggas is getting smart. Okay, they don't want nothing that's not coming with something. So you're asking for a whole lot and you ain't coming with shit. So I need you to have that same energy.
Right.
And that's the first thing.
Well, let Red Pill talk too. Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. She was saying it's based off of the show Power, right? Is that what she was saying?
Yes.
She said that people they're watching a TV show and they're feeling like that's like real life or something, right, Kim?
No, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
that's not real life.
Honestly, I get the same feedback to young dudes. It's essential. We can't be out here trying to live no one else's life, trying to be something that is, glorified on television. But we all know the reality. Cass is locked up, and trifling. It's real hard to pay your bills when you live on a hustling mindset. We know fast money, it goes fast as well. So absolutely, I say that's part of the problem. Between that and the people that we see in the media, they don't necessarily set the right example. But the cold part about it is, this is what the cold part is. Women that grow up in the hood, in the Black community, they may, let's say, move up in life, right? They're doing better for themselves. And they're able to get good jobs, good careers. But guess what? They're still attracted to. It's the thug dudes. It's the dudes that don't got a 9 to 5.
Kim,
what'd you say?
No, I'm letting her interject to what you're saying.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead and finish. I'm listening.
Okay,
you going somewhere with this?
Okay, well, go ahead, finish.
So right. So with that being said, that's still, because that's the environment they came up in. That's still what they're looking to, and that's what they're looking for. And they don't really kind of see how, the dudes that maybe aren't about that life, how they're not getting the I'd say the fair chance that dudes that are about that life getting. And then we find ourselves in a problem. And honestly, that's part of the reason for my channel. I try to teach dudes how to still have that.
Yeah, you try to put that little plug in there.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's reality though, honestly. That's why I had to jump in. That's why I had to jump in. Because
go ahead.
Hey, realistically, that's because dudes are struggling out here, because when they're trying to do the right thing and trying to be, a good guy, man, I'm gonna be honest. I get, emails from dudes all day that are getting dogged out because, they're trying to do the right thing, but, they're not being received well by women. And so it's just one of those things where dudes have to learn how to be both. We gotta learn how to be savages and, handle our business as well. So it's a challenge. And, I just want to, kind of put this information out here so women can be more mindful.
Wait.
How they judge.
Wait. Kendra, you wanted me to add you, but it still has that interference noise that it had the first time. You have interference on your end.
Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't know.
Hold on, before Kendra go in, I get what you're saying, but don't think that this is all women. This is just young-minded women that has been exposed to a certain environment, and some people that come out of that environment doesn't have that same mindset. So I don't want you to think that for 2 seconds that every woman is like that. This is this particular woman. This is how she feels. But it's some women that do come off that way and have that type of energy. But that's not all women. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
And men
you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I don't think it's all women by any means.
And men that say
I would say that.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
And men that's saying that they're being dogged, you got to understand what are they doing. Okay, because
That's true.
it's always men that's always blaming the woman. The woman's always the problem. But if you actually listen to both sides of the story, you'll get the whole gist of what happened. Men always point the finger, and it's never them. They've always been like that. But you have to take ownership for yourself first and understand where the problem comes from. So you can't just go off of, oh well, she's a black woman, so she's problem. Nah, she's not a problem. She can finish the problem, but she's not the problem.
Okay. Well said. Honestly, I completely agree with you. I don't think it's a one size fits all. I don't think it's an all women situation. I do think subconsciously it's more women than people may think or realize on that aspect. And you're right, there's always two sides to each coin. But I'll be honest, we don't see videos with dudes talking about, I don't want no girl that has a 9 to 5. I mean, that ain't out there because dudes, we're not defining women off of what they do. Most likely, dudes, when they're interested in the girls because of her looks, her personality, ain't based off of her career, right? So it's there's a balance, right, where we have to kind of say, is that necessarily the fair way to look at things? And that's why I'm saying it's an issue, not because dudes don't have issues themselves. For sure they do.
No, but men are now, if you actually see, and I'm going to use the basketball players for instance, a lot of basketball players are looking for women that already have a career or have something going for themselves. They're not looking for those women that just want to have sex and have babies all day. If you look at how the NBA is starting to change now, where women are actually putting in the work just as much as men, then it's not a one-sided thing. Before, back in the day, you could slide with just being cute and have the big old butt. But now a man wants something more that comes along with that. Do you have another job? Are you doing something else? Shawnee had to get her ass up and start working because she realized that, yeah, O'Neal does have money, but that ain't your money. So if a nigga leave, then what? What you got?
Right.
6 kids?
Hey, very
and
true.
the child support ain't doing what they used to do. They used to give you all this money and let you sit on your ass all day. It's not the same like it used to be. You could ask Chris Brown's baby mother that because she was asking for $25,000. Okay, and they only give her $2,500. So you can't just have all these babies and pop out all these kids and think you just gonna be sitting around all your life. No, ho, you gotta get up. Ho, get up. But I get what you're saying though.
No, I feel you. I 100% feel you. And honestly, that's why I appreciate forums like this. I get real close because I can't hear that well, and I don't have my headset. But
okay.
I appreciate forums like this because this is something people need to talk about, and I agree with you.
Plug the channel again. Plug the channel again. That's why you got your channel.
I was about to say, oh my goodness.
I know.
Stop hating on me, Nique. Stop hating on me. I'm just trying to speak.
I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
Those are the guys on my last live. I used to work with Mr. Red Pill. We used to work together, so I'm just fucking with him.
But what I was saying is it's something that people have to think about because you have both sides of the coins, right? Dudes are more worried, about getting a girl that's about something else because a lot of females have been gold diggers and they have wifed up these famous people, and then next thing they take in everything. So with that being said, it's now dudes are looking for more, but I still am a firm believer. It's not because of that's why a dude values a woman. I'll be real. Dudes do not care about a woman's career. They don't.
I feel like guys do these days.
Right.
I feel like guys do want a woman who is going to equally add to their bottom line. They might not want them to be working all day, but I do feel like they want them to contribute in some way to know that they are sufficient enough to be able to contribute to the household. Now, if they want them to be working 12-hour shifts, maybe not, because somebody definitely has to be there with the children, but men definitely want women who contribute as well.
Right. Add value. Honestly, it's all about value, right? So it's not about monetary. It's not about, one thing to the next. It's just, everyone in the family should be contributing, right? So, dudes definitely want a woman that's going to contribute, in whatever that is, but it's still not the same in regards to, women are gonna definitely look at, what a dude's about, is his career and stuff like that. It's gonna mean more than what it means to a dude. A dude's never making his decision off of who he wants to be with based off a girl's career,
Do you,
and
do you have a
that type of
girlfriend?
thing.
Do you have a
You said,
girlfriend?
do I?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Do she work?
That's a long story. Y'all want to get into that?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why you
No,
made
it's
that comment. Because I'm like, what kind of girls are you dating that you women are trying to work, honey? They not trying to stay at home because they realize that at this point in their lives that you cannot depend on any man. Yes, it was a time in my life where I actually was home. I had a baby and I was staying with that person. But when that person decided that they wanted
somebody said, "Don't tell your biz, red pill."
when that
I
person
keep it
decided to
100.
leave,
They said, "Don't tell your biz, red pill."
Nah,
Right.
I don't mind. I'm an open book.
When that person decided to leave, they took their check in a apartment in their car with them. So women are becoming smarter now and realizing that when that person leaves, they're taking their stuff with them. So when you make that statement and say, well, women are not trying to work, or women are not men are not looking for women at work, what women are you dealing with? But based off of your question, now I know what kind of woman you got. So that's based off of what your
Dang, why you trying to
circumstances
roast?
is.
Like, so listen. I'm not saying men don't want women at work. Obviously, like I said, it's all about contributing, whatever it is. Like, you don't want someone that offers nothing. What I'm saying is that is not the reason why a dude gets with a female, right? When you think about a dude hollering out in public, anywhere, at the club, the last thing he
Yeah.
really cares about is what you do. Like, obviously, that's going to come up, and I'm going to be real. It's not going to make or break somebody. Now, if you're a bum and unemployed and you ain't doing nothing for yourself, yeah, that may not be wifey material, right? But what I'm saying is, it's still usually not the determining factor. I very rarely talk to dudes that are discouraged, by a woman's, career activity, whether they should move forward or not.
So do
That's
you
just not.
think
I'm telling you from what dudes tell me.
so do
You feel
you
me?
think that the guy should pay all the bills in the household as an alpha male point of view? Do you feel like it's your role or it's a man's role to pay all the bills?
Ooh, that's a good one. To me, it depends on each situation.
I'm
I actually
asking
watched another.
Your situation.
Generally speaking, what do you think it should be as a
A man should
alpha?
always provide. A man always should provide, because essentially, let's say, when it comes to paying the bills, right? Okay, if you live in a house, apartment, whatever the case is, if you were there by yourself, wouldn't you be paying all the bills? No. If you have a car, wouldn't you be paying your car note, your insurance? Like, you're self-sufficient as an alpha. You're not. You don't need to bring another teammate on to help support what's going on. If she never came along, guess what? You still would accomplish all those goals. You feel what I'm saying?
But
So
it's
to
the
answer
reason
the
that she did come
question,
along.
But if you look at it on the flip side, that's the same thing for a woman. Like right now, I pay
yeah,
all my bills. But if a guy
absolutely.
comes in, yeah, I can still continue to pay my bills, but you're not going to come in my house and I'm paying all my bills. That's
trying
how
to
Right. I'm
regulate
talking
your
about
house,
I'm
right?
talking from a man's
but
standpoint, not from a woman's standpoint. But what I'm saying is, so in regards to that, it really just depends on the situation, right? You got to compare careers. You got to compare
You trying to be
do
too
you
proper.
want children? Do you want
Don't
a
try to
family?
blind us with these big words. The
right.
point is that women, I get where you're coming from. In your circumstances, you're talking from your personal experience. So I get it.
Well,
But
my
in
personal
all
experience as well as the
actuality and in reality, I would prefer to have two checks in the house instead of one, because if one fail, then that means we all fail. If we have
yeah,
two
no, I'm
checks, at
not.
least I could be able to back it up just in case you fail. It's not all the time that a man is going to win all the time. Sometimes men lose their job and women end up keeping their jobs. So I would prefer, if something was to tumble and fall, it wouldn't be the whole house. It would just be you, and then I can pick up the pieces if something was to happen. But you're talking based off of your experience. So you feel like you're the old time, not the old time. I don't want to say that, but
He's
you're
kind of
more
like
of a
more like an
traditional.
old fashioned type of
Right. You're more traditional. But
Or
in this
traditional,
time, in this time and day and age, you have to have two people or somebody that is able.
And then we have people in the chat that said that's not what he's saying. So
what is he saying?
Yeah, thank you, people in the chat. Thank
Yes,
you.
go ahead.
That's not what I'm saying, y'all.
I'm
people in
sorry.
the chat said that's not what he's saying. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What are you
honestly,
saying?
2 incomes are better than 1, right?
Right.
Right. That's apparent, and it all depends on what each person wants. If you want a family, I am a firm believer. I'm not gonna have babysitters raising my children. That would be something that hopefully the 2 people that made it will make sure that they're being cared for, right? And so all I'm saying, it just depends on each circumstance, right? But a man should be able to take care of himself, and if he chooses to have a family, he should be able to take care of that as well. If the woman contributes monetarily, great, it's awesome. That's good, right? But again, I don't think a man should rely on that. And as well, I'm speaking from a perspective of if you're trying to have a family and all that, you should be married. There should be security and all that good stuff. Ain't nobody just gonna be able to run off and be scot free if you're doing things the traditional way. So that's just my standpoint.
okay, she has a question for you, Paul, or Red Pill.
Okay, so I want to go back a little bit because you made a statement about you'll never find men making videos like the video that we saw with the young lady. And while that might be true, the videos you do see young men making are women with fat asses, women with banging bodies, and all of these other things. While the platform is a little different, or the issue is a little different, the core value is still the same. Men make these videos about bad bitches, and women make, well, I don't know any women, but that girl made a video about wanting a man who has a hustle. So I don't think you can differentiate in regards to the value of the video when men do the same thing on a different level.
That's a good point. That's a real good point. Um, Honestly, it's just the thing about it is that's just like a dude saying, he prefers a stripper, right? That's just like, what? Like, you wouldn't want just a cool chick that works a job and is legit. You just need a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's the equivalent of I need to do that, hustle. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I get I get what you mean as far as dudes definitely put out, what they're looking for in women, right? And a lot of it's just physical attributes. Um, but at the same time, those probably aren't even the best dudes to be, to be going after anyway. So it's just one of those things.
Just like that young lady is not the best young lady to be going after. It goes both ways. What I'm saying is we can't put it in a box. Like,
you got the back. As soon as I added you back, it's the background noise back again. But hurry up and yeah, you got. I don't know what's going. I don't know if you got a headset that has a shortage in it or whatever. But as soon as I added you back,
I'm not even on a headset. I'm in the hood, so the police outside, but I don't know what.
All right,
I don't know.
Just go ahead.
I don't know what the noise is. I restarted my phone and everything.
Go ahead and ask.
I just want to know. I just want to know when her became just getting off going to work was a hustle.
It's going. Wait. Okay, say it again. Start over because it started to go out. Say it again.
Like getting money, period, is a hustle. That's what I thought.
Your audio is going out. Say it one more time.
I said, I thought that any way you get money was a hustle.
Oh, okay.
Like any way that you get money, like why does it have to be on the streets or fast money or whatever the case may be? Like, why can't you just get money by working or hustling or whatever y'all call hustle? I thought hustling was just getting money. Like, when did that change? I'm lost. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Is it still doing it?
You clear now, but it was going in and out for a while.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just want to respond to that. We were specifically speaking about the video that the young lady made, and she specifically said she wanted a man who hustled that made fast money. So,
oh my God, I
Yeah.
can't hear them.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like did when did fast money become like the word, or when did hustle become the word for fast money? Because I feel like I hustle every day. It ain't fast money. Sometimes it may be, you know. Sometimes I work in childcare. Sometimes, I may be able to babysit for a family or something, and I get a couple dollars here. That was a little fast money or whatever. But
Okay.
like, I feel like any man that's working, any man that's worth his salt, that is trying to do anything is worth a chance.
All right. Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you. I mean, not all of us. I mean, I feel like it's levels.
yeah, it is levels to it.
It's
You
levels.
right. It's levels
Because
to it.
I mean,
But
if a guy is like, I'm not a gold digger or a shallow by any means, but if I see a man on the corner and he has the little sign and he's dancing around and he got the little sign shaking, I mean, he's getting money, he's getting like his little income, but am I gonna be like, ooh, I got like, he don't hit, like, no, it's levels to it. And
you're right.
you have
you're
to
right, but
you have to
like,
at least meet me at the level that I'm at least.
Exactly. You gotta have everything that I have, and I totally agree.
Like,
I got a car, I got a house. You gotta have all
at
that.
least
Like,
evenly yoked, at least.
You right. You are totally right. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of females, they don't appreciate or value a man that will actually love you and actually be there for you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, you like, that is willing to grow or do whatever. Like, a lot of people, or a lot of females, they don't look at that man because they don't have what they want them to have. You don't have this, big house. You don't have this nice car. And you just count yourself out, because you could actually be the motivation for this man, to actually, for him to be like, okay,
well, it
I got
depends
her
on
now.
the age of the person. It depends on the
Right.
age.
I don't think
If
it
you're
depends
50
on the
years
age. I
old,
think it depends on the maturity of the person.
All right,
no. If
let
you're
her respond,
50 years
Kendra.
old, I expect you, if you're 50 years old, I expect you to have something. You should have a 401k. You should have your own place. I'm not expecting you to be 50 years old and I'm meeting you down the block at your mother's house. Nah. You're supposed
right.
to have something. It's levels.
But Kendra, the background noise it's really bad.
Now, if you're 20 years old and you at your mother's house, then that's different. Then we can work together and try to build something up. But if you're 50 years old, I ain't building shit. You should already be built. If anything, I'm just teaching you how I want to be treated. Okay? Oh, wait.
I ain't building shit.
Okay, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. So let me start by saying the girl in the video is completely lost, but I don't think she meant fast money the way we are taking it. I just think she meant somebody who's financially stable and not living paycheck to paycheck. She doesn't mean a drug dealer. I didn't take it that way.
She kept saying, no, she kept saying that she kind of alluded that she kind of wanted that type of lifestyle. She kept saying, like, because they were like, what if they work at a bank and then he's a drug dealer? And then she was like, well, if that case, if he's a drug dealer, like, she kept more leaning towards that type of lifestyle.
But I get the sense that she's talking about a drug dealer because that's what she knows. I mean, let's not pretend like women aren't always looking for a guy with money. And I agree with what Red Pill said. It doesn't matter what a woman does. A man is not looking for you to provide. I mean, it's a plus if you can help, if you can contribute, that's a plus. But he's not looking for you to be the provider. Now, if you have that kind of man, I'm sorry, you have to dump him. If you, the female, are the provider of your household, you have to dump him. White women do this all the time. The one thing I don't like is people saying, well, why do Black women think this way? White women do it all the time. They just have a different approach. So I think she said drug dealer. Maybe she's from the ghetto and that's all she knows. If she was from a suburb, she probably would have said a CEO. You see what I mean?
Hey, great
She's
points.
just talking
like
to what
that.
she knows.
I like those points. That makes a lot of sense.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah,
but I don't. Yes, it's probably
about drug dealer, and she kept saying a scammer. Like, you know, like, I mean, yeah, that's what she knows, but
yeah, she should know better too, right?
her, like,
yeah, like she should know better as well. Like, I don't know.
They kept asking her, like, what if he was a CEO or at a bank, he made 6 figures, blah, blah, blah. She said, well, he still got to wait on a paycheck. She didn't say, oh, what,
but that gives you
insight. She didn't want to wait until Friday to be able to get the money that she
wanted.
wanted.
That gives you insight of her upbringing. She doesn't understand what a CEO brings. She thinks a CEO lives paycheck to paycheck. So to me, her upbringing says that a drug dealer makes more money. I mean, you can have hedge fund manager who makes $3 million a year. She'll probably say no to him because she doesn't understand.
So can I chime in real quick?
Go ahead.
So thank you. My 2 cents. I like that name. That's a good one. But essentially, this is the deal. I know why she's saying that. It's not about the money. It's not about the lifestyle or even paycheck to paycheck. Really, what she's saying is she wants a super masculine dude. And
that is not what she's saying.
No. Trust.
Super masculine dude.
Hey, listen, y'all. Let me talk. Just give me like 30 seconds, right?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying, she wants a super masculine dude. Like most, especially if you're from, the hood, when they think about a dude that's just raw, a savage, someone that's just gonna snatch her up and give it to her the way she wants. She only could think about a thug doing that. She can't think about a 9-to-5 man being capable of that type of savagery. You feel me? And honestly, like, it's funny, but that's what I tell cats. Like, listen, dude, you can be nice, take care of your business, but as well, you have to be a savage as well. You have to have that raw side of you, because on an instinctual level, and I got all women here, women have the desire somewhat to be dominated. And in a physical, in a type of way. So she only equates that to a thug. She says, oh, he's fast money, he's a thug, and that's the type of man that could give me this need that she wants. But essentially, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, because again, you may get that, but you're gonna get a whole lot of other drama to come along with it. And so that's what I'm saying. We just got to be balanced. Men have to know how to flip the switch to be both, be masculine, be professional, be family men, do all that type of stuff. But women also have to come with the respect as well, and just the balanced view to know, hey, it doesn't have to be on this side, because at the end of the day, she'll be complaining about that same dude, about how he treats her. So, you got to be balanced on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, I guess that is a well-balanced conversation. We're gonna have to continue this at another time. And I guess I will have I need to start like telling people in advance the topic so that people can be ready to chime on and everything, because I'm always last minute with my when I get a window
right, and I is my background still messed up?
No,
like right now.
You good now.
Okay. So I just want to say, Nique, you had totally played me when you didn't have your headphones.
I forgot.
That was so funny. I was dying laughing.
Man, I didn't play you, girl. I was just not.
When I went back and looked at the video, I was dying laughing. It was so funny because everybody was like, "I can hear her. I can hear her." That was too funny. I'm telling you. But I love you, girl. I love you, girl.
I love you too, girl. And I'm gonna need you to upgrade that Wi-Fi. Okay, upgrade that Wi-Fi.
No,
so we don't have
it's not even the Wi-Fi.
You borrowing
it's this $60 plan. That's what it is.
Upgrade that Wi-Fi.
It's this $60 plan. I'm on my data. It's this $60 plan. That's
Okay,
what
well,
it
you
is.
gotta be on the Wi-Fi. Be on the Wi-Fi.
But okay, love you, Nique. I will talk to you soon.
Too. And don't feel like I played you, girl. I forgot to put my headphones in, and that was funny. But thank you everybody for chiming in. This was another one for the books. I'm gonna have to separate the nurses because that is just a whole comedy shit show in itself. So I'm probably gonna just do all 3 separate categories and re-upload them for those of you who did not hear the Fetty Wap stuff, because I wasn't expecting it to have a life of its own and this, live to kind of go where it went. But hey, it is what it is, and it is what it is. Okay. So until next time, we'll have you all back. I don't even want Santa. Oh, like Santa
like
without the T.
Anna.
Okay.
Or like
Santa.
Anna with an S. Santa.
Okay. Santa, do you have a channel? Do you have a YouTube
channel? No, I don't. I just
do you have an Instagram or anything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do have an Instagram. I have Facebook. It's Sealed with a Kiss by Santa. I do makeup, so that's what you'll see on my pages.
All right, check Santa out. Kim, would you like to share your YouTube channel? Kim? Red Pill, would you like to share your YouTube channel?
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it is definitely a more male focused channel. Honestly, I'm trying to help dudes get on the level to be able to, be successful with women like you guys here on the channel. But yeah, it's a Red Pill Alpha Solutions, just like the name you guys see below. I'm on IG, Red Pill Alpha Solutions at Gmail. Thanks to the homegirl Nique right here, I do plan on also providing some, coaching for women as well, to, be able to, catch the kind of dude they want and be able to deal with different situations and kind of get a guy's perspective on it. So that's in the works. It hasn't came yet, but definitely we'll put it out there once that's official. Thanks for having me.
That's cool.
All right. Well, thank you everyone
Bye,
for
Nique.
coming on. Bye, Santa. You gotta come back again sometime. Bye, Kendra. Bye, Only One EP. Sorry I didn't add you back in, but it was a lot going on. Thank you, Kim, who doesn't want me to say her YouTube channel, but if you guys are on YouTube, then you already know who that is. And thank you, Red Pill Alpha, for
always
in, and thank you for coming on. Again, like I said in the beginning, this is one of the patterns of my pajamas, and I have not put it up on my site yet because I'm waiting to get like everything together, because I want to put everything together all at once so that it's not just me putting one design here, one design there, or whatever. And people like, okay, well, what about this one and that one? So sign up on my mailing list at nique@nite.com. If you sign in, I almost bit my thing. If you sign in on my mailing list, I will let you guys know exactly when I put all of the styles on my site. I was supposed to have them updated already, but I had a slight delay. So I will have them updated when I got them updated, and I'll let y'all know. So those of you guys who are wondering about the Louis print and worried about or wondering about the Chanel print and all of the other fun prints, and I have a lot more that I haven't shown you guys, be sure to sign up on my mailing list, and I will let you guys know when everything is in stock. And for the fellas, I have you guys covered as well. I got some dope robe and boxer sets that match the women. So for the couples out there, if you want to match your man in this quarantine and chill, and he got his little boxer set with the robe, and you got your little nightie, your little silk nightie with your robe, I have those on deck as well. But my scheduled photo shoot was supposed to be this weekend in Dallas, But with all of what's going on, I canceled my trip, so I did not get to shoot the stuff with the model that I had and show you guys the matching women and men pajamas. But I have all of that here. I'm just trying to figure out how to roll it out. So go to my website and sign up on the mailing list. And thank you guys for tuning in. All right, guys. Peace.